Yo, so this was something I've been thinking about for a minute, right? You know how, like, there's a lot of really political artists. Really political artists. I'm talking about, like, the Immortal Techniques, the Vinnie Paz's, Pat the Bunnies, the Ramshackle Doors, all across all genres, but it's mainly for whatever reason punk music and rap music. Ironically, the two genres now that have less than 2 minute songs. It's almost like rap when they reverse a punk. Like punk was like start out with like 40-second songs sometimes, and then they was trying to grow up, go post punk, do like ballads. Yeah, I forget. Wasn't there like a Blink 182 song that was like 6 minutes almost? I can't remember. But Blink 182 is not one of these groups I'm talking about either. Yeah, they're very political. Like No FX is one of these groups until, and I gotta respect Fat Mike because it seems he stood on, like, wow, okay, so it's fuck me, so fuck y'all then. Because he ain't said shit about no Donald Trump after that. He had nothing to say about him. It seemed like he was like, okay, you wanted me as a mouthpiece then because I made a bad joke in bad taste that was too soon. If he had done that joke in like 20 years, he would have got away with it. Probably people would have laughed. It would have been like, oh yeah, that, like, because there would have been people there who weren't even alive for that shit. You feel what I'm saying? But it fucked his whole career up, it seems. At least his career was, he had set himself up enough to where he's in like my position where he doesn't need them. You know what I'm saying? He doesn't need the industry, so to say. Like, he don't need to rely on them for that shit. He networked his own shit, and in just buying his property, he had a venue. So, I wonder, because it's like, with a lot of this shit, see, I'm not a Democrat, I'm not a Republican. That's why I didn't go and vote on Tuesday. I told my wife, I was like, vote George Logan, vote Republican. I was like, I'm supposed to be apolitical as fuck. Except when it really matters. Like, the only time I'm supposed to really get political as a social anarchist is when it's a matter of, like, is this going to threaten my ability to continue social anarchy? The definition of social anarchy is not, keep in mind, it's not anarchy. It's not necessarily chaos. It's put like this. It's like chaos in a non-dangerous, or it's like chaos in an acceptable way. Like, you have a dude who, like, for no reason just comes down the street in a full-on, like, Rice Krispies costume with the big head on it. Like, you know, the type of shit they pay people to wear. Yeah, he just got one of those. They're not paying. He just come down that shit on a BMX bike wearing that shit. That's an example of social anarchy. You know what I'm saying? Or if someone found out a way to put some special effects together that make it look like a giant purple elephant was walking down the street, but really was just lights and mirrors and shit like that, causing it to look like that to people. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's an example of social anarchy. It's doing things that, like, fit in with society, but it makes people go, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's disruptive without disrupting. You know what I'm saying? So, I wonder why no one's saying nothing about no Joe Biden, man. This man is crashing the fucking country, bro. He is drunk driving the country. He already dinged it up on a fucking telephone pole, a guardrail, and even hit a fucking gas tank when he was pulling off the pump. Like, he was lucky it just sort of dented it over to the side. He didn't actually hit the line. So, why is it like radio silence, bro? Come on now. I need Immortal Technique to come out. You notice how, like, when he dropped Revolutionary Volume 2, I don't think there was ever Revolutionary Volume 1 because I can't find it. And I think he might have done that intentionally because of 1776. But my point is, like, why are y'all not saying nothing? This is terrible, bro. This is terrible. I don't like how this looks, especially after I watched how the midterms played out. It seemed very, I don't want to say rigged. I'm not going to say it was rigged. It was weird to watch it on Google how it was playing out. It's almost like they were trying to feign transparency. They're like, okay, if we show you this, just understand we're showing you this. You don't see what we're doing to make this like this, but we're showing you this. So you can trust us, right? It's like that. It's like that dude who like put like this. He getting whatever for fucking. He getting it for fucking under 1 and oh. You know what I'm saying? He getting whatever for under 1,000 an ounce, right? Unheard of prices for that, right? And he tell you he paid 1,500. You don't know he didn't pay no 1,500. You just met this dude. He telling you he can get it for 17 though. He's making $700 off that same principle. It's just more accepted in that way, so to say. Because that's a personalized type of business. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna have some people you're gonna do that price for. Some people you're gonna give it to for what you get it. Some people you gonna give it to for like you. If someone come up to you like, yo, I got 5K, I need 2.0. They gon' best believe they gonna be like, oh yeah, I got 2 for 5 right now. He don't know that he paid like 1 or maybe even 900 per block of it. You know what I'm saying? I'm not talking about the brick, but per one of the 36, he paying fucking less than a rack. You know what I'm saying? Not even wholesaling it. So it's the same principle that I think Google was using with that, the way I look at it. I'm not saying it was rigged. Not at all. I'm not saying it was rigged. Remember, I'm not saying that it's politically rigged by a party either. I'm not saying it's rigged. I'm not saying it was politically rigged by a party if it was tampered with. Just remember, the fucking intelligence community even said, big tech is the biggest threat to our democracy. Google is big tech. I didn't have a problem with the way anyone else was doing this but Google. Okay? Why is none of the people who should really say something saying something? I haven't really looked. I haven't gone out my way and seen if Fat Mike tried to go out of the way to say something. I say that because I feel like out of everybody, because he don't really fuck with them people no more, because they don't fuck with him, it looks like. You know what I'm saying? It's one of them things I think in his case especially. I don't think he was one of them people, if you know what I'm saying. I think he was around them people. Them people saw a use for him in his group. And in turn, when they did all that shit and made a bad joke, they cut ties. And because he didn't really owe them people shit, it was like, fuck y'all. And it wasn't like they was gonna go do nothing about it because he owed them some type of whatever the fuck, some type of, allegiance or whatever you want to call it. So, it's very strange to me. Very strange to me, man. Moral Technique should be saying something, bro. He should be saying something. Like, bro, you have, in a way, where I'm paying, like, I forget what I bought the other day, but I was like, this is $5? Nah. Run that again. That's not right. I want to go buy some batteries the other day, too. I was like, $13 and there's only 4 of these motherfuckers? What the fuck? What is 4 double A's is $13 fucking dollars? Yo, I felt like fucking Michael Douglas in Falling Down, bro. Where he's like, I'm knocking prices back to the 1950s with the bat in the Korean supermarket. Why was that the thing at that time for movies, man? Everything had a Korean convenience store, liquor store, market scene in it. Everything from Menace to Society to Don't Be a Menace while drinking your hood. Whatever the fuck that shit that people just call Don't Be a Menace is, with the dude with the fucking tactical nuke sitting in the fucking postal service van. Yeah, like shit crazy, bro. Like, I'm just saying it like this. Why are y'all not... Y'all live here too. Y'all forget that, I think. Some of y'all. Why ain't nobody saying nothing though? Who's like, put like this, supposed to say something. I know something with Pat the Bunny too. He moves around in a way. He moves around a lot of musicians do. But whenever he moves, it's to somewhere that's a political battleground state, right? And he does so right before a midterm or some type of election, right? And I didn't think nothing of it till like, I was listening to a song I'd never listened to by him the other day from when he was with Ramshackle Glory. It was called Die the Nightmare. And was the album. And it was all it was a song called On Ballads and Barricades was the name of the song. And in the opening, he's talking about how he like didn't move somewhere quick enough to be able to register to vote. Right? He moved there too late, so they wouldn't let him register to vote. I'm like, it was Arizona. I think he went to Arizona. This is someone who's like moved around a lot. Like what made me really fuck with him to begin. I remember hearing him say, and he has a song called New Mexico song, and he said, and remember back to February, the trip to Hartford, and I was like, oh shit, okay, I fuck with him. You know what I'm saying? And it's funny because of that. Like a lot of the people that I knew, like especially black kids who like didn't fuck with that type of music, right? But they knew this person who introduced me to this type of music. This little motherfucker Paulie. They fuck with Pat the Bunny. I know one of them even went to go see him live with Paulie. Like, so yeah, like this motherfucker just by doing that had some type of reach to other bases without really having them being fans of that genre. So, but I just realized this. Why would he want to move there right before an election? And why can I see someone putting him up to doing that? You know, it's like how there's a big conspiracy here. Oh, they're trying to traffic drugs with the tour bus. Which, if you think about it, trapping out a tour bus, you could fit a unit in that bitch. You could fit a whole cartel shipment in that shit. Yeah, you work under that shit enough, you could, fuck bricks, bro. You could have fucking metric tons in that tour bus. Yeah. Why do you think weigh stations exist for truckers? So it's very interesting to me, man. Why is nobody saying nothing? And if I can do it, I'm about to do some shit with that damn it feels good to be a gangster type beat. Well, look out for that. I know my shit a little late right now, man. Listen, that Jay Prince shit fucked me up. I had to focus on that for a minute. But we back in the booth right now. We're getting into it, man. I just thought, that's funny, man. Why ain't nobody who would normally say something, at least on the track? Why are none of them saying nothing? And shit is fucked up right now, bro. Shit is really fucked up. Like, I hate to say it, too. I really hate to say it. I'm out this bitch.